gasped, clawing and kicking when his feet left the concrete floor. It wouldn't do any good to struggle. He had about 3 inches and a good 25 pounds on the fucker. "I'm okay," Miller said on a rush of words and clutched both hands around his bicep, but Zane wasn't done choking the fuck out of Brewster. Through a hazy red fog, Captain Maddox Stone's "Oh shit" came through the mic. He didn't fucking care. All he pictured was that flashing light where Miller's heart was. Where Isaac's heart could have been, because Miller was a stand-in for Isaac. And Brewster's fuck-up could have cost him Isaac. And that couldn't be allowed. "Sergeant Gannon, stand down," Maddox snapped, now close to his ear. Sucking in a hard, savage breath, he used every ounce of self-discipline to unclench his hand and toss Brewster to the ground. The man hit the concrete with a loud crack and toppled over onto his side, wheezing for air. Something hard and plastic toppled from Brewster's pocket and landed with a slight crack on the ground. Zane stared in disbelief at the cell phone. A dating app winked up at him with some person named Miss Kitty displaying her attributes in a skimpy red bra. Maddox saw the app at the same time and blocked him when he started forward. "I'll handle this," Maddox warned softly. Miller, though, turned on Brewster. "You're fucking surfing the internet during recon training?" "It's not for real," Brewster spat, getting to his feet, fists clenched. Zane could see it in the asshat's eyes. Brewster wanted a piece of him. "Give it your best shot." Ice dripped from his words. "You'll only get one." "Brewster, you're out." Maddox pinched the bridge of his nose. "What?" The guy had a moment to look amazed, as if he hadn't expected to be removed. Apparently the motherfucker hadn't thought of anything past getting a hard-on for some online date. Did Brewster seriously think he could get away with that during training for a shot at their team? A special forces unit that only accepted the best of the best? "Christ," Zane muttered. "Are you kidding me?" Brewster gaped up at Infinity's captain. "Do I look like I'm kidding?" Maddox's tone changed, dropping low and lethal. Nobody moved as Brewster grabbed his cell from the floor, rolled to his feet, and stomped from the training area. Sweat soaked Zane's shirt, the weight of his tactical gear and vest only making the room feel hotter. The whole facility normally ran warm, but today the massive fans didn't appear to be doing their job. His back hit the wall with a thud, and he tore out his earpiece and unstrapped his vest. "You're dismissed, Sergeant Miller," Maddox said. "Sir," Miller replied and left the room. "I don't know how Brewster got past the first round of cuts," he muttered. Swiping a sleeve at the sweat running into his eyes, he followed Maddox down the stairs and out of the gray metal building. "He tested high on the physical side and low on the brains." Zane sucked in the crisp morning air, enjoying the slight breeze that swept through the small army base. The base housed about 100 soldiers at any given time. Maddox chuckled and dropped into step, walking across the asphalt to the main building. "Oh, hey, congratulations on your promotion, Master Sergeant." "Thanks." Zane gave a rueful smirk. Moving from Sergeant First Class to Master Sergeant came with a whole host of new responsibilities. Chapter 2. Isaac. One man's history either defines him or sets him free. Well, wasn't that just poetic? He snorted under his breath and hunched his shoulders beneath his heavy jacket. He twisted and then pulled a loose string from the army green material. Shifting the seat of his SUV, he tried to ease the ache growing in his ass after an hour of sitting. A silver sedan lurched into the driveway of the light gray-colored house that sat across the street, one house up from where he'd parked. Just in case, he slouched further down into his seat, keeping his gaze locked on the visitor. The medical worker emerged from the car carrying several grocery bags. The nurse wore a brown bun set low on her neck and blue scrubs. She'd been hired by his brother and seemed capable enough. The front door opened and an older woman emerged. She carefully shuffled her way to the top of the steps with one hand clutching the railing. She appeared frailer than he'd remembered. Impatient, he pulled his buzzing cell phone from his pocket and tucked it against his ear. "Thorne," he said, keeping his eyes on the older woman. The pale pink house dress fluttered in the slight wind before settling at her knees, and matching slippers covered her feet.